Hello, this is wmpyr here with yet another review of Akiko. This is a pocket size issue number 5. You can see that's about how thick it is. And this one is called the Bornstones elixir. Alright. Now, basically this entire issue is one complete story. I personally think number 4 was the best, is my personal favorite. Number 5, that being said, is not bad at all. Enjoyed it very much. I did like it a lot. I wish they would make the whole Akiko series into a movie. I think that would be absolutely great. And this one, sad to say, I believe is the last issue, because after this they don't say anything about look for issue number 6 or anything like that. So I think it ends right here. Alright, so basically Akiko is a young girl, a little girl on the planet Earth, and she goes and has her adventures on the planet Smoo. And so basically she gets a visit from Prince Fraptopit right here. As you can see, he just shows up, and there is a robot, Akiko, because she's at school, and the robot basically takes her place while she's gone, while she's visiting, so no one will notice that she's not there. And the story here is basically this guy right here, who is the mentor of Mr. Biba, who is the academic of the group. This is Mr. Biba right here. So basically, his mentor is dying, and so Mr. Biba decides to go get this bornstones elixir to revive the guy. So he's going to go with his trio, not his trio, his group. And this time we have an extra person within the group, which is actually, we're going to end up with 2 extra people. But one of them is, of course, the Prince Fraptopit. And they end up in this beautiful, this is the place where they're going to start their mission from, is this upside down city. Doesn't that look awesome? So there's some incredible scenes throughout this graphic novel like that. And of course we have Spuckler, Gax, and Poog to join them. And they split up, and Akiko and Prince Fraptopit. The prince is all into Akiko, and Akiko likes him back, but this guy is proposing to her, and she's still just a kid, so she's finding the whole idea kind of strange. And while they're on their small quest, they're going to meet up together. You see over here, Spuckler and Mr. Biba are working together. They climb up this huge mountain-looking thing in search for a bird. They're basically looking for ingredients so that they could get the elixir. They could exchange for it. And it turns out that huge mountain that they were climbing was actually this dinosaur-looking beast. So this is kind of like reminiscent of Empire Strikes Back to me. Alright, so Akiko and the prince in the meantime are wandering about in the forest, and they end up with meeting this guy right here, this guy riding this humongous beast. His name is Kel, and Kel is like, he's like the quintessential superhero. As you can see, he's wearing a cape and everything, and he's like this super alpha male type guy, and he likes to flip from this ride that he does. He does a flip down like a gymnast, and he makes like a very elaborate entrance, as you can see right here. This is him flipping right there, and he lands. So he's just a very flashy type guy, and he pretty much helps them. First, he helps them get to this city that they need to get to, and they acquire some wine for the trade for the elixir, and that guy Kel saves them from some rough people in the bar. Kind of reminds me again of a little bit of Star Wars Mos Eisley type situation. So the prince is about to get beat up, but Kel, the superhero guy, comes in to save the day. And so Kel joins forces with the group. They all meet back together. And now they got to go get the elixir, and it's here at this crazy monument type location. And right here, the owner of the elixir, Bornstone, is they have no idea what this guy's going to look like, and it ends up that he is a giant, and a very kind of a sophisticated, dapper kind of giant. And basically the guy's like, no, I'm not going to give you the elixir because it's been abused many times. And thanks to Kel, who recites a poem, they're able to get the elixir, And of course, when something is too good to be true, it is. And Kel ended up being a bad guy, so he basically throws a little pouch filled with a sleeping powder. It explodes and knocks everybody out, except for the prince, who had his suspicions the whole time. And so the prince attacks Prince with the help of Gax, right here, the little R2-D2 type robot. They're able to overcome Kel and basically get the elixir back to the Upside Down City and give it to Mr. Biba's mentor. So that's the story, and there's like a short story in here as well. But that's it. That covers the whole story, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I had a blast reading it. I highly recommend the Akiko series. So thank you for listening, and take care, folks.